Welcome back, guys. Thank you for flying Model Aviation 12, your pilot of the virtual skies. Today we are flying an F-15 Eagle. I haven't been in this thing in a while. This thing, when you turn it off, actually has a lot of features such as pitot tube covers, engine plugs, everything. It's really cool. Stairs come down, so I'm excited to fly this with you guys. I hope you guys are excited to join me on this adventure. I have decided up while I was at work. I'm extremely tired, so if I mess up or anything, I've been working all day at the airport. So, uh, we did that canyon run on my last video, and the whole time I was thinking, what better thing to do than to do a canyon run with an F-15? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the canyon run with an F-15, and this time we're gonna go from Grand Canyon Airport all the way to Vegas. But we're going to use the Grand Canyon to get us there. So we're going to take a little bit of a scenic route, we should say. So we are ready to go. We got our flaps coming down. You can hear the oxygen flowing through the mask. Canopy's down. So we're on runway 21 lined up. Let's light this thing. So we've got, whoa, it's a little squirrely on, whoa, there's a lot of squirrely. And afterburners. Oh yeah. I wish I could feel the G-forces. Rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. And we'll just do a little bit of a vertical here. Pull back on the throttle. I think the canyon is that direction. No, that's not it. I think it's this way. We got lost last night too. Let's see. Yep, behind the clouds here. So I remember we're going toward the canyon. We need to make a left and go west. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so let's fly on in here. So this is gonna make it for a little bit. This is gonna make it a little more tricky than last night. In the extra, we had a little bit of wiggle room. So if we messed up like we did, I could pull out of it because I had the airspeed to do it, and I wasn't going as fast, so room for error was a little bit bigger. This one, the room for error is about the size of the tip of a needle. So let's see what we can do. Also, this thing is very touchy, so we might hit a couple canyon walls. So I'm gonna try not to. So let's slide on in here. Now we just gotta find the Colorado River, and there she is. We might not be able to fly as low as we did yesterday, only because our wiggle room is so small, so we're gonna try to fly as low as we can. Which hopefully that will, hopefully it'll bring some thrill. So I'm still fairly high, not as low as I would like to be. I'm getting distracted by the AI traffic. Once again, I am climbing on my turns, which I shouldn't be. Pull back on the throttle. We're going 700 knots. That beats our 180 knots from yesterday, I can tell you that. Alright. We might try to do a few of the same things we did yesterday. The inverted stuff and cut this corner. Oh yeah. There we go.
Sync rate. Pull up. Sync rate.
I know I need to be pulling up. I don't even think those callouts are in F-15s. I've never flown an F-15 once again, so I don't know.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah, I
Too
know
low.
there's terrain. I can physically see the terrain. It's literally right outside my canopy. Alright, well, while all that yells at me, we're gonna just kind of see what we can do here. Oh, that is actually pretty good.
Sink rate. Pull up.
I'll pull up here in a second. Alright, so
Pull
we'll
up.
see if we can slide down. Every time I
Too
want to
low.
descend
Terrain.
into the terrain,
Sink rate. Pull
these
up.
weird turns come up. Oh, look at
Sink
that.
rate.
Look at that.
Too low here.
Did I say low fuel?
Too low here.
I didn't say fuel. Okay.
Too low here. Too low here.
Sink rate.
Look at that.
Too low here.
Here we go. Afterburners. Whoa!
Don't sink.
Whoa! There we go. Going back inside kind of got a little wonky there, but
Don't sink.
I think I
Don't
fixed
sink.
it. So we're gonna be hearing that the whole way to Vegas. So once we pop out of the canyon, though,
Don't sink.
I've got
Don't sink.
Vegas pulled up on
Don't
the
sink.
GPS. So let's see.
Pull up.
At this rate of flying,
Pull up.
how fast are we gonna be there? 15 minutes. That is not bad. Look at the views, though. Isn't that amazing? Oh, afterburners. I do not need afterburners. So let's go give it a try. We'll go inverted. Uh-oh, there we go. Nope. Okay. Pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. Aborting the mission. Okay. Now we gotta find the river again, right there. Let's go back down into the canyon. Oh, this is the cool part. Ah, I don't want to miss it. Come on. Throttle out. Kind of spiral our way back into the canyon here. Got the throttle completely pulled out. 191 knots. Still 10 knots faster than we were last night. At full power. That was with complete cutoff or idle. Pull that back out. We do not want afterburners. Oh, this is the fun part here. Took us like 15 minutes to get here in the extra. So as you can see, this video is gonna be pretty quick, which is good because it just wanted something fun, create some small content here just for you guys to get something to watch. I'll eventually go live with the ATC thing. I've never done multiplayer on FSX. Never playing FSX for about 10 years now, so I'm still new to that as well as YouTube, so still trying to get all that figured out and get it connected to my YouTube account, my Twitch account, and everything. By the way, I do have a Twitch account. It is the same as my Instagram and YouTube. It is Model Aviation 12, Model Aviation 12. You can find me on Twitch. Hopefully I'll be streaming on there a lot more after the vacation. I need to find some time between work and home life to be able to get that going. Hopefully, eventually, this will become my job one day. Maybe. I don't know. We could always dream. So let's slip down to the
Sink
canyon
rate.
again here.
Pull up. Sink rate. Pull up.
Kind of bend around this corner here. I'm probably pulling some massive G's right now.
Sink rate. 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 Pull up.
I was about to say, did we lose the river? But this is the part where it goes up onto the wall.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
Too low. Terrain.
Could you imagine some hiker surprise coming down through here and there's an F-15 just buzzing them at 100 feet?
Too low. Terrain.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I know I'm low. I know I'm low. I can see that.
Too low. Terrain.
Being inside the Grand
Too low,
Canyon is
terrain.
not hard to miss the terrain. It's probably assuming that I'm in a cloud and I don't know where I'm at, that I'm not absolutely crazy for going in here. It's assuming the best of me. Go ahead and bring some throttle in.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Don't sink. I'm
Don't
gonna
sink.
descend as much as I want.
Don't
Well, as
sink.
much as the terrain will allow me to.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I've also got a video I've been trying to get done with my turbine 206s. I've got all kinds of different 206s, on floats, off floats, with cameras, all kinds of cool stuff, military versions. So every time I do a video, I've done about 5 videos with 206s, and all of them have turbine engines. It's such a fun airplane to fly, and every single video somehow messes up. So yeah, so I've got to make another video of that and hopefully try to upload it. So where is... Okay, Las Vegas is that direction. In a cloud. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. This thing is just so much fun. I probably just wrecked myself with those G's. Pull back the GPS again. We'll find Vegas because I just did several turns. There's that green mountain over there. We landed somewhere over here last night. Oh, I like how the air ducts move, that's awesome. Alright, so yeah, we landed over here by the lake somewhere. Yeah, right over there is the lake. We landed over there somewhere. We're just going to completely bypass that and go straight to LAS. To McCarran. What am I doing? Is like my computer's acting really slow right now. It just updated, so it's probably fidgety. Hopefully it's not like that on the recording. Holy crap, it's really glitchy. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to turn my head. The freaking stupid computer is being a piece of crap. Pull the GPS back up. Here we go. 7 minutes away from McCarran. We're at 12,300 feet. So we're gonna cloud surf right now in the F-15 at almost 700 knots, 11,000 feet, almost 12,000 feet. Just because, why not? And then we'll go land at Las Vegas. And then I'll park it and I can show you guys all the cool features whenever you shut it down. There's the tail hook. That's pretty cool. Oh, another cool feature is the sonic cloud that appears. It'll show the top view, you piece of crap. Come on. Look at that. Sonic cloud. That's awesome. Come on. Tail hook is not going back up. That's concerning. Gear lever. Oh, there it goes. Okay. What am I doing? Perfect. Okay, I gotta find all the fuel control switches. Turn on power. Emergency generator. Literally flying an F-15 and learning how to shut it down. That is awesome. I think I shut down the generator switches and it'll shut off. There's the eject handle. Doesn't do anything. Well, there's my squawk. Okay, well, let's, okay, here's massive lake. You can see I downloaded the Vegas textures too. You can see where the textures begin. Views, instrument panel, GPS. So we are almost right over Las Vegas International. So we're now over more realistic textures, which is good. I'll look around. We are getting to controlled airspace. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down a bit. We're almost at, we were well above 800 knots, so and we're definitely below 18,000 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and slow it down. We do have speed brakes, so I don't think you can see it over the seat now. We do have speed brakes right there. We're gonna need those to land anyways. Hold the GPS back up every time I go outside, the GPS disappears. There we go. Okay, so Karen is right over there. We can get up to 250 knots with the class Bravo. 200 or 250, something like that. Below 18,000 feet, 250, so let's zoom in. There we go. Okay, so we are 9 minutes out. So we went the wrong way. Just went off to the side, and we also reduced our speed quite a bit. So we're gonna bring the speed to back in a little bit. Get us there a little bit quicker. I am impressed with these textures though. They look pretty cool. Fairly detailed. I know up close they're not as detailed and it's kind of like blotchy, but up in the sky, which is really the only place that matters because you're flying all the time in here. The only place I do like realistic textures is on the airport itself because it's nice to have, you know, some readable taxiway markers, or, you know, you pull into an FBO, there's a fence there and an FBO building and realistic lines, things like that is kind of cool to have, which I would like to eventually download some stuff like that. But these textures are pretty cool. Like I said, I've got to remember to write down all the textures and stuff I've downloaded in the aircraft. Creators of the aircraft that I'm flying. This is a downloadable aircraft. It was freeware, and it's a lot of fun. This came with a set of like 20, I think. You've got this style, you've got the Aggressor, you've got all kinds of different ones that come with it. Same with the C-17 we flew. It came in a pack of like 8, I think. They're continuing over the lake. This continues on. Yep, that's all one. I see the airport right up there. We are, according to the GPS, 4 minutes out, about 20 miles, so Not doing too bad. We're at 6,400 feet. MSL. $263 knots. We're just going to continue straight in. Bring our speed up a little bit more with the afterburners. We'll bring it up a little bit. Go in pretty hot. So I'll just keep a lookout of the canopy for traffic. And we'll find a nice runway, circle into land. Alright, there's the Vegas Strip, so the airport is right over to my 11 o'clock. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut straight across the middle of the strip, come in, and we'll land parallel to the strip on that runway. I don't have the runways memorized here. Oh, I forgot we still have our speed brakes up. There we go. That's why we were going so slow. Bring the speed brake down, it goes from freaking 200 knots to 500 knots. We'll bring the power out because we do have to descend. I do like how much this ground texture covers. You can see it covers for probably a couple hundred miles, or at least 100 miles in all directions. It's a giant square. So let's go ahead and descend on in here. We'll fly right across the strip, and then we'll land on one of those parallels there, coming the opposite direction we're currently going. See, from the sky, even the airport looks amazing. But once you get on the ground, you can see like blotches and aircraft imprinted into the ground and stuff. But from the air, it looks pretty good. Bring the speed brakes back out. Still fairly high. Speed brakes back in. Make some noise on the strip. Deploy our speed brakes again. I think we're slow enough. Go ahead and drop our landing gear, bring in one set of flaps. Speed brakes back out. We're going to go ahead and just arm them. There we go. Arm the brakes. That way they deploy once we touch down. We'll go ahead and dump our flaps, and you want to land this one like the F-15. You want to keep the nose high as you're touching down because it will get squirrely on landing. So it's better to just not touch the brakes. So we're going to extend our downwind so we have a long final to be able to adjust our speed and altitude to what we need to be able to touch down perfectly. Otherwise, this thing will not land right. You'll do flips and all kinds of stuff. So we'll keep it at 100, below 170 knots if we can here. And we'll try to touch down like the F-15, 145 knots. Try to stay below 150 on touchdown. We are extremely high, so I'm going to bring throttle out, nose down. Keep the throttle out because we're going above 150.
Sink rate. Pull up.
Alright, flaps are dumped.
Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Here we go.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Whoa. Getting a little rough there.
Don't sink.
Bring our throttle
Don't
in.
sink.
Just a little bit, not a lot. Pass over the blast pad, the display's threshold, and we're gonna land long, I can already tell you that. I'm not meaning to, but it's just gonna happen. We have no reversers, so I'm just gonna focus on the landing here. Bring the nose up. There it is. Keep the nose high. Not too high, just keep it high. Speed brakes have deployed. There we go. Okay, the nose settled on its own. I'm still pulling back pressure on the stick just to use as an aerodynamic brake. Now I'm just going to tap the brakes. We're going to make a left if we can. If we get slow enough at this taxiway. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring the spoilers back down, flaps back up. We're gonna clean up as we're landing, or as we're taxiing off. And we're just gonna taxi into an FBO over here. This kind of cuts through the grass, but according to FSX, it's a taxiway, so we'll take it. I think over here might be where Janet goes, so we'll just park over here. Alright, let's flip around right here. And we'll stop. See if I can manage to find the parking brake. I don't think I can. Alright, so let's go ahead and shut down the engines, if that even works. At this point I just flip switches until I... Well, let's go ahead and open the canopy. I've shut down the engines before, but I can't remember where the fuel cutoff is at. I'm just gonna kind of feel around here until I find the cutoff. That's not it. Well, I may just have to learn it and come back with you guys and fly this again sometime. There we go. Alright, engines are cut. We'll go outside, you can see the steps are down. I guess there's no engine plugs, but they got gear pins, pitot tube covers. I forgot to put down the speed brakes. I didn't do a surface check before we took off, but that is our flight. I think it was pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get around to doing more stuff like this. I really love flying these fighters. Plan on doing some commercial stuff soon. Hopefully I can do a live stream with doing air traffic control in San Diego like I plan on doing at some point. Then work my way up to bigger stuff, multi-runway airports, things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, comments, remember to geek out, aviators, and I'll see you next time.